You guys, these past like 24 hours, I have been going through it. Like, seriously. My heart's been racing. I could barely sleep. This is how, like, I know I'm not just a fan of MAMAMOO. I actually genuinely care and love the members and the group. Because if these hoes can, like, make me lose sleep over them, they have me whipped. So, before I went to bed last night, I watched their 6-year anniversary drinking time or whatever it's called. Like, every year the girls come together at their anniversary and, like, they put on a show for moo-moos, basically. And it's a time for them just to get regrounded as a group, but also, like, express their love and, like, adoration for each other as members in a group. And it's just fun for them to spend time together, like, outside of work. So, as we all know, up until this point, the girls, every time disbandment or their contract, or whether they're going to renew their contract, the topic of that stuff comes up, they're always sort of not giving a straight answer, but, like, they don't give a definitive yes or no either. Like, they're always like, we'll cross that bridge when it comes, or we don't know, we have to think about what's best for everyone when that time comes. It's always, they never give an answer right then. It's always, we'll cross that bridge when the time comes, basically. And so, you know, cool. I was like, okay, that's fine, because never in my mind did I actually think they would ever not renew their contract with RBW or disband. That was until yesterday. That was until last night. So after I got done watching their 6-year anniversary show, episode, whatever you want to call it, I was... Usually whenever I watch these MMM episodes, or just MAMAMOO in general, going on variety shows or their little vlogs or whatever you want to call them, I'm always happy, like, feeling bright. But yesterday, after I watched their 6-year anniversary video, I felt so sad. I felt defeated. I felt like what I feared would never happen was going to happen. The entire episode was basically just them talking about their career up to this point and how they're happy with it and how they've grown so much and how they're ready to go on to the future and tackle that, but not as a group, as individuals, as people, which we do as fans have to remember. These are people. They have aspirations outside of music that they want to accomplish in their lives. But it was almost clear to me that, like, in that episode, the way they were speaking was as if they were not going to renew their contract with RBW. Like, they even mentioned Solar and Moonbyul are going to be in their 40s in the next 7 years. In the next decade, Kim Young-sun and Moonbyul Lee are going to be 40-year-olds. So, you know, I can't blame them if they don't want to be the next Super Junior. You know, if they don't want to be still, or the next Madonna. It's not fair for us as fans to request something like that from them, even though we all obviously desperately want that. You know, Hwasa right now is booming. She is like her name now at this point in her career is a brand. Someone says Hwasa, you automatically know who they're talking about. You automatically know the present she's going to bring. You already know whatever she touches is going to sell out. It's going to boost ratings. This is like the best point she's ever been in. She's like rising right now. So, not to say Hwasa doesn't need MAMAMOO, but if they were to break up right now, she would definitely still be able to be a solo artist. Which pains me to say, because it's not that I'm wishing for that to happen, it's just I'm trying to analyze everything that's going on and where the members are at. As we all know, Moonbyul wants to be a CEO or, you know, have a company. I think she has the power and the presence to do that as well. You know, she's hosting her radio show. She has a great aura about her. Idols love her. She has a lot of friends. And considering how she came into the business as like the shy, quiet person, she's definitely grown a lot. So whoever she signs under her label, if she does end up having one, she'll be able to relate to them and kind of guide them to hopefully success. Solar has her Solar Shido that she's still doing, and on top of that, she's even said in the video she's gonna be 40 in the next 10 years. Wheein, I feel like Wheein loves music, but at the same time, I don't think Wheein loves being a celebrity. From the stuff she was going through during Windflower, during Blues era, during Hip era, Wheein, I feel like, has always had an up and down when it comes to being in the public eye. But it was good to see her last night in the video because she seemed happier, she seemed healthier. She had like big chubby cheeks, so she's been eating good, you know, and that's not me trying to like throw shade or anything. That's me genuinely being happy, knowing that they're not dieting, they're not starving themselves to fit the stupid beauty standard that's in Korea. So she's been taking care of herself, is my point. Now I need to talk about RBW. This whole time I thought they were just giving the members solos just because they were a good company and they understood that each member has a different personality or artistry that they want to showcase. But now I'm thinking, was the reason we've gotten so many solos and the members have been able to do many like collabs and solo works is because RBW is trying to set them up for their solo careers? Like, did RBW already understand after this contract there's nothing in the future? Because for me that makes sense. Like, okay, we have this group, each member, let's give each member a solo, so that way when their contract is over it feels like they've gotten every experience they could possibly have. And we kind of help them understand who they are as artists by doing so. So in the future, whenever they take on whatever projects they want to take on, they already know and establish what kind of content they want to produce. With looking at everything and all the parts of the video, I fear and I kind of believe that they're not going to renew their contract, at least not with RBW, if at all. Which leaves me to say, who the heck am I gonna stan? I mean, Purple Kiss, obviously, I have to support them. But outside of that, when you stan a group like MAMAMOO, who can compare to them? Who is as talented as them? Who is as raw and real as people? Who sticks to their heart and actually doesn't conform to what society wants you to be in the sake of still being famous? MAMAMOO was never in it for the fame. Moonbyul has always expressed that she did want a better life for herself and money, which, you know, obviously, who doesn't want a better life for themselves and their family? But for MAMAMOO, it's always, I feel like, been about the music and their relationship with the fans. What other female girl group can say the same? When we really look at every fourth generation girl group right now, who is as relatable to MAMAMOO? Who's relatable to them? There's gonna be a huge gaping hole in my heart if MAMAMOO does disband. Because after Rihanna decided to become freaking the next Victoria's Secret, she abandoned me, basically. So I was like searching for a new home in music, and I came across K-pop. And that's when MAMAMOO filled that hole. You know, this is why I have abandonment issues. Because people keep leaving me. Rihanna, MAMAMOO, maybe even Purple Kiss. I'm going to be like 30 years old standing Purple Kiss, and they're going to disband. I mean, I like ATEEZ, and I like that they're kind of the underdogs, but they're super talented, and they're hot, and their voices are so different. But I don't know how to stan boy groups. I mean, the only boy group I really know how to stan is BTS, but it's kind of like that's already established for me anyway. I don't really have to do much. If MAMAMOO disbands, who moo-moos do we go support? Who do we turn to flock to? I'm not having a good time. I want the members to do what's best for them, but at the same time, like, I'm too invested at this point. I don't even know if I can, like, I just imagine myself like, okay, no shade or anything. Say I decide, for example, to make Twice or like Blackpink my ultimate after, if Mamamoo does disband. I can't connect to Twice the same way I connect to Mamamoo, because I don't like the Lolita concept. I feel like it's cringy. I don't like the girly girl tootsie tootsie, I'm showing off for men kind of concept. And Blackpink, I don't like blinks, because most of them are toxic. I'm not trying to generalize, but I could never fit into that fandom. What do I do? Do I just cancel the whole K-pop genre? K-pop as a whole? There is no K-pop if there is not Mamamoo. They've established that, and I support it. Subscribe if you're new here, like this video,